1, 2,
Oh.
3. Oh, sorry, just
Nasty. Oh. Surprise Ampharos.
Every episode from this point feels like a gift. We managed to slip a win past Kevin last week, bringing the overall series score to 5 wins and 7 losses, but Kevin still only needs one more win to bring the series to a close. Nothing has changed there. Were there no delays, you could bet your ass that this episode would be the simplest of choices, as I would crack straight into BT12 for that juicy Gallantmon upgrades. However, things are not as simple as that, at least here in the UK. So what is the plan to stay in the game this week? You guys have been super supportive of Dino Control from the last week, and running that back is a solid answer, but I don't think it's the answer that I'm going to go with. We have at most 3 more episodes and at least 1, and I want those last episodes to be jam-packed, sealed-only action. And as we've proved in the 1v1 format, it allows us to be more flexible and more creative than if we were going to locals each week, for example. So I'm thinking, this week for our prize packs, we're going to open 3 packs of BT8 from this box. I'm also going to spend a further £15 on the box, and then we're going to pause. BT8 has a few little goodies that Dorbikmon could use, such as Gammamon, Flamedramon, but it also has a slew of toys that I think would be amazing for Mastemon. I have been on the fence with Masty for what feels like forever, and plenty of you in the comments have also been mentioning it, and if we can pull some fun toys from these packs, that leaves us with £15 budget free. Well, then I'll crack these bad boys and just bloody well go for it this week. If we miss what we're looking for in BT8, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Hopefully we pull some cool stuff, and you know what? Just go for it. Yeah, TK isn't the box topper we were hoping to get. Obviously, we were rooting for Kyrie. This does oddly work for my janky blue hybrid list that I was building, but I don't think this gives it nearly enough consistency. However, it does put it back on my radar, so that's fun at least. But we have ourselves, what is that, 8 packs? Let's get on in. There is obviously a few things that we are looking for, like Flame Hell Scythe, Fall Down Mode, God, there was a whole bunch of stuff. Kyrie, we've mentioned that just now. I'm going to try and speed through some of this stuff actually. Mist Memory Boost is one that, I don't know if it's definitely going to go in our list, but it's definitely a good contender. Not to mention a ton of armors, Gammamon support and Metal Greymon. There is plenty of things in this set that I would be excited to pull. Obviously not for... Oh, that's good. Obviously not for this build, or either the builds that we're looking for, but armors in general I feel are always handy to have. Kevin's proved that himself with the Imperialmon list that he put together, which I do have a suspicion we'll be seeing this week. Oh, that's good for Dorbik if we decide to play it. And that's just good to own. Hell yeah! Kevin's got 2 of these now. Got one of our own. I don't think we're going to be using it, but it's just a good card, right? That is a great pull. What a start, honestly. I am pretty chuffed with that. I've been putting off playing Masty just because it's not a deck that I'm pretty familiar with. I've literally every week when I'm just trying to decide what we're playing, that has been on my list of things to look at. But up until now, hey, Shivamon, that's pretty cool. Up until now, I've just put it off, saying that it wasn't good enough. But plenty of you in the comments have mentioned it, and I just think, you know what, honestly, my main reason for wanting to go down Masty this week, I think it's the fun answer. I already wasn't expecting a win last week, so everything from this point out, nice armor, is, hey, this guy's been great for us, is sort of like, not a free win, but a win I wasn't expecting. So while I am still trying to win, I want to do it in the most entertaining way possible. And hopefully you guys are on board with that. Dino Control last week was great. Hopefully, Masty pulls another surprise win. Oh, 2 Halcyon. Yes! Oh, okay, right. You know what? Guys, we're playing Masty this week. We are playing Masty. Got ourselves 3 more packs. I'd love a Flamehell Scythe. I'd love a Kyrie. I'd really love a Kyrie, actually. But we're playing Masty this week. We are definitely playing Masty. Thank you, Fall Down Mode. Oh, I am so hyped. I'm so... oh. I'm a bit lost for words. I wasn't... And a Kyrie. I was kind of hoping we'd get like one thing. Bloody Gigadeath. I was kind of hoping we'd get something, but Fanimon. That's so cool. 2 more packs. Oh, I'm so excited. Even if this goes badly, like that just feels like it makes it the right choice. And a missed memory boost off the top. Add that to the playables pile. Oh, it feels like the right choice now. I'm not a guy that believes in fate or anything, but you know, when you're handed a sign like that, you just go with it. Femon! I think we're too far from playing Imperial at this point. I have no idea what this card does, but it's not in the right colours, so I'm not even going to read it. I want a Flamehell Scythe. I'd love another Kyrie. I'd love... what else is it that we're after? I know there was something else in this set that I wanted. I'm sure I've put it on screen by now. You guys know, and I'll remember eventually. But still. Fall Down Mode, Kyrie. Probably go with a missed memory boost. I've put together a bit of a list already, and I'm using just general memory boosts. But I think the mists might be more on point. I'll do some testing. See what happens. Nice little theme there for the end. Didn't get ourselves another Flamehell Scythe. That was probably the card I wanted most. But you know what? This is enough to make me play Mastemon this week. Alright, we're just going to crack into one of these now, and I'll do the other one off camera just to save ourselves a little bit of time here this week. I also just quickly had a look at the BT8 set list because it was bugging me why I couldn't remember, and I think the card I was thinking of was Chimeramon, which isn't too much of a problem as we can definitely live without that. That was more of a nice to have than a needed. So I think the only thing we missed was a second Flamehell Scythe, and we have one. So I'm not too upset. Right, so let's have a look at this. I'm going to speed through to the cards that I know we're using, because we're not going to be using these. We're not going to be using these Salamons, these Lopmons, but we are 100% going to be using this Gatomon. This Gatomon is huge for Mastemon and any yellow-purple deck, really. It's a 5 cost to drop, which is a lot, but I feel like we're going to be sending a lot of memory over Kevin's way in this list, but it finds us both 1 yellow and 1 purple Digimon, and considering a lot of this deck will be like dual colour, that's going to find us plenty of pieces. And it reduces evolution by 2, so you do get some of that memory back, plus DNA Digivolution on Inheritable. Gatomon does it all. I've spoken to a lot of people, watched a lot of videos, and everyone says that if your opening hand has a Gatomon, you're pretty much good to go. Unfortunately, the deck only comes with 2, so that's one of the reasons why we have to buy 2 starter decks, but that's alright. We are going to be running 1 or 2 of these Angelwoman. -2 security check, plus +1 security check for yourself if you have purple Digimon. This guy is pretty good, and we are going to be running the Angelwoman X antibody, which gives us some more security back, so I do like Angelwoman a lot. That comes in at 4. We aren't going to be running the full 4, but we'll put it down there for now. Mastemon. We have ourselves an Alt-Art Mastemon from the EX2 booster box that we opened. I'll probably run that one for a bit of flair, but it's DNA Digivolution, it puts stuff back in your stack, it gets things out of your security stack, it's such a beast. Honestly, this guy is fantastic, and I am excited to play with it. This isn't a deck that I normally play with. This sort of style is very different from me. I'm very much a green and red player, as a massive surprise to everyone who's watched this series. But I am excited. I think that's why I'm not too fussed about winning. Obviously, I'd love to win this week, but I'm not terribly fussed. I'm just excited to have some fun games with Kevin on a list that I don't normally play. A lot of this isn't going to be going into our deck. Lady Devi, I think, is the next thing. Again, 1 or 2. I'm not sure exactly how many we're going to be running, but this can trash from hand and add 1 yellow or purple Digimon from the top 3 of our cards with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel into our hand. So it's a bit of a trash and draw thing, which there is some synergy there. Not to mention, gives all our yellow Digimon retaliation when it's in the inheritable and we have a yellow Digimon out. So I think that one's going to be at 2, I think. I can't 100% remember. This is huge. This is a big one for us. Chaos Degradation. Security bombs have been the name of the game for the last 2 or 3 episodes. And this is about as good as it gets. You put it in their security, you know where it is. It's just... I'm really excited to play with this card. I've done a few test hands, I like print out some proxies and stuff. And whenever you hit Chaos Degradation in the security, even hard dropping it sometimes isn't the worst thing in the world. I don't want to be doing that, but worse things have happened. That's going to be going in. No Darkness Waves, no Night Raids, and that's it. That is our starter deck. We have a few juicy things to be putting together. Bear with me. I have got a list that I put together already, so I have a rough idea of what we're playing this week. I've been playing it with some of my cool proxies, some nice printed Mastemon proxies. I have a good idea of what this list looks like already. I'm going to replace the proxies, think about where we can add these, and just honestly go for it. I'm a little excited. I am a little excited. Will we win? I don't know, but fuck, if it's good viewing, let's have some fun.
Good luck, have fun, sir.
Good luck, have fun.
All right. Hatching Demi V, Kel Surprise, and we'll go into the BT12 Wormmon. We'll draw, and in a move that'll surprise nobody, we'll pay 2 to go into XVmon, and we'll draw. And over to you, Pete.
I will draw for turn.
Here we go. Let's see the egg. Let's see this egg.
All right, fine. Let's reveal an egg.
Oh, what the heck, skis?
I'm going to try and keep the mystery alive a little bit. Somewhat. You may still go for this. And I'm going to play a Kairi for 4.
Okay. Sounds good. Over to me. We'll draw. Yeah, I guess we'll promote and we'll swing jamming and draw a card from Demi Vmon.
Chaos.
To the top of the security, yes?
To the top of security.
Nasty.
Always happy to see this in security. Not so happy as the first one in the stack.
As the first one.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. All right. Sounds good. Then I guess you're going up to a ton of memory anyways. Let's just drop the Vmon, put you to your 3, and we'll check the top 3 looking for a free. And I guess we'll have to take another Vmon and Megadeth and Chimera to the bottom.
Not sad to see Megadeth go down.
Not sad at all, no.
Okay, well I will draw for turn. I imagine you have a much better idea of what I am on now.
Yes.
And I will definitely give up the ghost, or give it away. Oh, there's another chaos. Angel Woman and Salamon. So I will take both of these.
Perfect, and a Chaos D to the bottom.
So we know,
I'm on...
No, there's at least 1 at the bottom there, and that will put you on 2.
2, yes. Okay, over to me. We will draw. We will hatch. Ooh, the bad Demi Vmon.
You could just take him out, you know.
I could, but Pete, you know, we'll go Wormmon in the raising. We'll draw. I would only have 3 eggs then, and that would be big sad.
Oh, okay, sure.
Let's go into XV42. Hopefully this bad boy sticks. We'll swing jamming.
Angel Woman.
Ooh, the X antibody. Okay. And since I have the blue and green source, I will just Megadeth, even though you can totally play that back the next turn.
Let's draw for turn. Let's play a Salamon.
Mm-hmm.
Draw. Yeah, let's drop Angelwoman for 6.
For 6. Okay.
And your XVmon has -2 security until the end of your
-2.
next turn.
Okay. So no point in swinging. Okay. We will stand and draw. Let's just drop another Searcher V. You'll go to your 3. We'll look at the... Okay, choices.
I just realised we've inadvertently both gone for the DNA Digivolution decks. what a nice thematic battle this is.
What a nice thematic battle we are having going on here. Okay, I feel like I'm going to need that XVmon again, or I won't see it, so we'll send Fighter Mode and Pyldramon sadly to the bottom. And over to you on your 3, sir.
Okay, draw for turn. We'll promote Salamon. You know I love my X-Antibody shenanigans, so I'm going to Digivolve into Salamon. Draw a card, then I'm going to look at the top card of my security. I will take that and then recover 1.
And I believe you do get an extra memory off of Kari, because it's whenever a card is added to your stack.
That is correct. Thank you for paying attention to my board for me.
No worries, sir, no worries.
Let's swing with Salamon.
Okay, well, we know it's an XV on 4.
Get that out of the way.
Get that out of the way.
No problems here. I think I like the idea of just Gatamoning, putting you at 1.
Putting it 1.
Let's have a
Search.
look what's in here.
Oh, we got some BT11 stuff in there. Okay.
We do. We have a nice, little, not a lot of cards, but a little package. Oh, I'm taking Gatamon because it's yellow. And yeah, I'm going to take Devimon.
Yep. Rush. Seems pretty good. So over to me. We'll draw. We'll stay in the raising. So I don't think I can stop the Jogress play next turn. So let's just swing jamming at security.
Flame Hell Scythe.
Flame Hell Scythe. This one, I imagine?
I'm going to risk it. I'm going to get rid of the XVmon.
Okay.
And then I will return something 6,000 DP or less. I will play Salamon.
And you get the on-play to search. Yes.
I do indeed. Let's reveal the top 4. Add 1 2-color Digimon. Come on. Well, never mind.
Nada.
And I would have liked to see that Lady Devimon, so that is a bit...
That Lady Devimon would have been very good.
It's sad.
Then I guess we'll just swing into security, get that chip. Calling from the Darkness, add it to the hand.
Okay.
Oh, Pete's got the goat security this time around. Okay.
I actually was kind of hoping that would be a Digimon to delete that, though.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Let's just go XVmon in the back. You'll go up to your 3. And over to you, sir.
Unsuspend. Draw. Egg. Salamon. That's X-Antibody. Draw for Digivolution.
Yep.
Look at the top card. I will...
Leave that there?
leave that there.
Okay.
It's not
That is a security bomb.
I'm going to go
Devimon.
2 into Devimon. We're definitely going to do this. Draw for
To
Digivolution.
recover.
And then we're going to recover.
Okay. Oh, and I guess you go to 2 because of Kari as well.
Oh, yes. Oh, look at you keeping me honest.
I got to, Pete. I got to.
One of us got to play by the rules. Swing over Vmon.
Okay. Deleted.
Swing into security.
Davis. Okay. Very welcome. Ooh, choices. Well, not really. I think we want that Stingmon.
I think we're going to drop ourselves another Gatamon.
Another Gatomon. Okay.
1, 2,
Oh.
3. Oops, sorry, just
Nasty. Oh.
just a roll Ampharos falling off a shelf.
Surprise Ampharos.
I will take the Masty and unfortunately put another Chaos at the bottom.
At the bottom. Okay. So we'll draw. Gonna have to promote to make something happen here. Okay, so Gatomon suspended. She's 4K. I am 5K. Because that's the bad Demi Vmon, and I have how many cards in hand? More than 8. Okay.
Not looking so bad now.
Not looking so bad. So we'll swing over the suspended Gatomon first, just to get that body off the board. Let's drop the Stingmon for a reduced cost of 3, since I have a blue in play. We will declare Jogress, of course, into the brand new, if I can find it in my hand, BT12 Pyldramon. we'll draw 1. And on Digivolution, I can trash the top 3 Digivolution cards of any of... Oh, I think it's all, right? Yo, that's so broken, of all your Digimon. And then if DNA Digivolving, I'll pick 2 that don't have any sources to stun. So I'll trash all your sources. I guess we'll pick Gatomon and Devimon to be stunned. How many option cards do you currently have in your trash, Pete?
1 Flame.
1 Hell Scythe.
1 Chaos.
And I think I've seen 2 Chaos Ds go to the bottom so far. So
You have.
Okay, so I guess we'll risk swinging into security. I have jamming, and I'll draw 1 off the Stingmon since I'm attacking with a blue Digimon.
Oh, Digimon.
Okay, not complaining, not complaining. Yeah, I just gotta get that Angelomon off the board, and I don't want to burn any resources, so I'll pay 5 to go into Imperial Dramon Fighter mode. We'll draw, and then when Digivolving, I can bottom deck... Oh no, it's return to hand. Something 10k or less. Do you know what? I'm actually going to send back the Gatomon.
Okay.
Okay, over to you, sir.
I will draw for turn. Let's promote Salamon. What I think I'm going to do is Chaos Degradation from hand, putting you on 3.
Okay.
And I will put that
Yes.
at the bottom? Yeah, I'm going to bottom
And
that
then
one.
shred the top.
Oh yeah, I did not do that last time. Because it was...
Yep.
Yeah, yes please.
So, yeah, security effect is different.
Yeah.
So trashing an XVmon and sources trash. Okay, sounds good. Over to me. We'll draw. We'll hatch.
My purple level 5s have been very shy this game.
I guess just to give us the best chance here, let's go Vmon in the raising. We'll draw. Let's go Stingmon for 2. We'll draw. I am going to Mega Death. You'll go to 4, and I will bounce the... Do you know what? I guess I got to take the easy Jogress off the board. I will bounce Angelomon this time.
I think that was the right choice. Let's draw for turn. Hatch an egg. Digivolve. I'm going to go into Lady Debbie for 3.
For 3. Yep.
Draw a card. I may trash a card from my hand to return something from trash to my hand. I think I'll trash this Mykumon.
Ooh, okay.
And I will return... Yeah, I return Angelomon to my hand. This is where I'm going to do the sketchy bit.
Okay.
I'm going to Digivolve into Mastemon.
Into Mastemon for 4.
I'm going to tap Kyrie.
Yep.
Sorry.
So I'll go to 3.
I will do, because I'm going to trigger
Yep.
to add
To security.
to
Yep.
security, and I will probably add Ordean. Now, let's face it, you'll probably have jamming. You know what, let's see what happens if you don't have jamming.
Okay.
And I didn't Jogress, so I can't add anything
Yes.
to the board.
Yep, can't play anything out. Okay, so over to me. We'll draw. We do have to promote. Okay, that board is a problem. Let's not screw the pooch here, Kev. Yep, let's play XVmon for 4. That will trigger Vmon's end of turn skill. I can DNA Digivolve at the end of my turn, so even if the memory passes over to you, and that'll trigger XVmon's skill. When this would Jogress, I gain 1 memory, so it'll go back to my side. We'll stack it up into we'll Jogress into the good Pyildramon. We will draw, and since we're Jogressing, I'll bottom deck the Salamon. So we will swing at security with Pyildramon, his skill to unsuspend. This XVmon does give jamming, and then Stingmon and Demi-Vmon will trigger to allow me to draw 2 cards.
We know it's all done.
Yes, Ordyne. Swing again. And I will draw again from Stingmon since it's not once per turn.
We have a Meikumon.
She plays, right?
Correct.
I will cast 2 Hammer Spark, going up to 2.
Oh no.
And then we will hybrid for game with Lanamon. Yes. Good luck, have fun, sir.
Good luck, have fun.
Hatching bad Demi-Vmon. Oh.
Bad Demi-Vmon was good Demi-Vmon last time, so...
It was, that's true. Go into Vmon in the raising, we'll draw.
There is no bad Demi-Vmons, just bad state of minds.
I feel like this bottom deck's too much of my stuff. You know what? Let's just go Stingmon in the raising for 2. And over to you, sir.
Okay. Let's drop a turn. hatch Salamon draw. I'm actually going to play this
Memory boost.
freshly off the top. Memory boost.
Hit. Not hit.
Okay. I think I'm going to take the Salamon, actually.
Quite all right. Okay, over to me. We'll draw. Okay, you are potentially going to a lot anyways next turn, so let's just dig for some pieces. We'll play Vmon. You'll go to 2, and we'll check the top 4, looking for a 2-color blue or green. I will very much take the Megadeth, and I'll send the rest to the bottom in this order. So, okay, Megadeth acquired.
Okay, I have to remember that's online. Draw for turn. Let's promote.
We want that X antibody.
Play the Salamon that we both know I have. I'm going to look at the top card of my deck. I'm definitely going to add that to hand.
Yep.
I'm going to put this here instead. Let's make this as hard as possible for you. I'm going to crack this. Going up to 4. And then I'm going to Gatomon, putting you on 1. I'm going to make it hard for you to Jogress at least. Angelwoman. Just an Angelwoman.
Just the Angelwoman. Okay, over to me on 1. Let's see if we can make this work. We will draw. Okay. We will promote.
God damn it.
Okay, so let's see. Don't like to use this early, but I feel like you have to. We'll Hammer Spark, going up to 2. Digivolve this into BT12 XVmon, going to 0. We are, of course, going to declare Jogress. XVmon skill will give me 1 memory since I am Jogressing. We'll Jogress into Chimeramon.
Oh, okay.
We'll draw. No target to add from the trash, but when digivolving, first it gets all the colors of everything in its stack, so it's currently white, blue, and green. So I can apply a -3k buff to your or debuff to your entire field. So Salamon will be deleted. To totally, I know I'm totally going to get Chaos Deed for this, but we'll go into fighter mode for 5, putting you at 4. Draw, and then we'll return Gatomon to hand. I keep thinking it's bottom deck.
Draw for turn. Hatch an egg.
Yes.
Salamon. Draw.
Yes.
You know what I can do? That's a perfectly fine
What can you
play.
do?
Angelwoman. We give it -2 security checks.
Yep, that sounds pretty good to me. We will draw. We'll hatch. We'll want Wormmon. We'll draw. I will swing at security. Obviously, it won't trigger any damage. Stingmon will let me draw 1 because I am a blue. Jamming won't matter. He can suspend your Angelwoman and then unsuspend once per turn because I got both in the sources. And then EX1 Vmon will give me an additional memory since I unsuspended. So obviously no security checks will happen, but I can very much swing over the Angelwoman now. Let's go XVmon in the raising. We'll draw. I will, just to not get too choked, play down the new Davis for 3, putting you on 2. So this Davis's skill at the start of my main phase, so after I promote or hatch, if I have a free or a Ken in play, I'll gain a memory, and then my turn, if one of my Jogress targets basically attacks, I can suspend this to digivolve into an Imperial Dramon for its cost.
Cool, that was a lot of things.
Yes.
I will draw for turn.
Text walls. Text walls.
Let's promote. Salamon. Draw
Salamon.
for turn.
Yep.
I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there.
Okay.
Kari.
Yeah. Stand and draw. I'm going to keep XVmon in the raising this turn, but Davis will still give me 1 memory since I do have a free in play. We'll swing at security, unsuspend. We'll suspend Salamon.
Get a memory?
Stingmon. Yep, gain a memory from EX1 XVmon. Stingmon will draw me 1 card, and now the check will go through.
And the card I was contemplating taking was a Meiku.
Meiku. Okay.
1,
Oh.
2, 3. Oh. So I think it's got to be Mastemon. And I'll trash these 2.
I'll just swing over the Salamon, and Stingmon will net me an additional draw.
Sure.
I'll play the Davis I just drew to go to 0, and we'll reveal the top 3. All right, I guess I want X Vmon. That piece is too valuable. We'll send Davis and Vmon to the bottom in that order. We'll just put you to your 3 with Vmon.
Okay. Draw for turn. Let's get ourselves an Eggy. Salamon. Draw. Your board is quite stacked right now.
It is.
And honestly, when it's that stacked, there's only one thing you can do.
Death X.
Your Death X. 8 memory.
8.
But I will tap Meiku to reduce it by 1.
Yes.
So it costs me 7 memory, so it puts you on 4.
So Vmon is gone. He de-digivolves to Chimeramon. Okay. Sounds good. Over to me. We'll draw. We will unsuspend. Okay, well, we are definitely not coming out of the raising this turn. Yeah, we're going to play this very safe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Digivolve Davis into Lanamon for 2. That done, since I do still technically have a blue and green source, since Chimeramon is blue, green, and white, I will Mega Death the Death X one to your hand, putting you neatly at your 5.
3.
Or 3, yep, sorry, 3. And of course, if you slam it back down, she'll just de-digivolve back into the Tamer.
Let's draw for turn. Stand. Let's promote Salamon then. I'm going to play Megalo Spark for
4, right?
4, yes, putting you at 1. And I will reduce...
Chimeramon, yeah?
Yeah, Chimeramon.
Okay. And I'll go to my, 3 anyways, with Davis. Okay, cool. Over to me, we'll draw, play out a Stingmon for the reduced cost of 3. Jogris into Dino Beamon. We'll draw. So when Jogris Digivolving, it'll suspend one of your Digimon, and then that Digimon does not unsuspend. And then we will swing over the Salamon. I'll just pay 4 to go into Pyldramon in the raising. And over to you, sir.
Draw for turn. Hatch an egg. I'm going to drop Mastemon.
Mastemon.
Putting you at 3, so I will
3 neatly.
Draw 2, and then I will trash 2 cards from my hand. 1 Mastemon, 1 Gatomon.
1 Gatomon. Okay, sounds good. So over to me. We'll stand and draw. I will keep Pyldramon in the raising area for now. I will swing Dino Beamon at security and draw. Remember to draw 1 right away off of Stingmon since I am a blue.
And you're at 8k.
So deleted. Okay. That's a
Thank
body
God
off
for
the board.
security.
Thank God for security. So we'll play Vmon for 3. We'll check the top, looking for a free in the traits. Wormmon. Okay, we'll bottom deck Davis and the other Wormmon. Cool. I'm just going to pass you your 3. We'll play it safe.
Okay. Draw for turn. You're going to Salamon in the raising. I'm going to Digivolve into Ophanimon fall down mode.
Okay, so you won't recover, but you can pop my...
Delete, delete V1. And then go to 3.
Go up to 3. Okay, over to me. We'll draw. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep that in the raising peat. And I guess just to keep things simple, since I have my blue and green source, we'll Mega Death. You'll go to your 3. And of course, Sophani will go to your hand. Because I don't want an Ordainemon coming down next turn and ruining my life.
Okay. Draw for turn. Let's promote. Devimon for 2. Swing.
Swing security. Pyldramon on 8.
And then we're gonna Gatomon.
Gatomon.
5, but I'm gonna tap this to reduce it by 1.
Make it, 3.
1, 2, 3. Damn. 1 Bushy.
1 Bushi. Ooh, Bushi Agu is okay.
I had 1. I thought this would be fun.
Over to me. We'll draw. We'll promote because eventually we got to do some damage too. End of the series, right? Let's just go for this. We'll double Hammer Spark, going up to 5. Okay. I will go into Fighter mode for 5, going to 0, and we'll of course return the Gatomon to your hand. we've got to swing and unsuspend, jamming, just draw one card off of Demi Vmon. Top of the security, yep.
Yes. Bottom, that one.
Bottom. Okay.
Deal with it later.
Yep.
Oh, I needed that. I really needed that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And I guess just to improve our situation here, let's play the Searcher Vmon for 3. We'll check the top 3, looking for a free. I guess we'll take X Vmon, and the rest goes to the bottom in that order. Okay. And over to you, sir.
Drop a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Hatch.
Yep.
Digivolve. That's Angel Woman. Putting you on 3, reducing your checks by 2.
Okay, so no checks. That's all good. We will draw. We will hatch. Let's just go Wormmon in the back. We'll draw. Okay, we'll go XV in the back for 2. We'll draw. Pyeldramon in the back for 4, putting you on your 3. Go for it, Pete.
Draw for turn. Angel Woman. And then we will recover.
Heal.
One. I'm actually going to go into Fanny and recover another one.
Recover, yeah, but no pop.
No pop.
Okay, that's good fun.
There, that's swing.
2 checks on 13 or 12?
12.
12. Davis and Ken, oh dear. Pyeldramon on 8.
Okay. I'm going to Digivolve into Meku in the back here.
For 3.
For 3.
Okay. Over to me. I'll draw. I am going to have to promote. Davis and Ken's skill, start of the main phase. If I have a blue Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. If I have a green, gain 1. So I'll go up to 5. I think I actually have to like go for it this turn, right? We'll armor Digivolve Vmon into Lydramon. We'll draw 1. How many Chaos Degradations are in your trash, Pete?
Oh, 1 in the Megalo.
1 in the Megalo. Okay, so the odds are not good here, but I feel like I have to swing with Lydramon first anyways. 1 check on 5.
Calling from Darkness.
Calling from the Darkness. Okay, so he lives. Pyeldramon will swing and unsuspend. No draws, just 1 check on jamming.
Matt.
Okay. We will swing again.
Flame Hellscythe.
Flame Hellscythe. Minus 6,000 to this guy, I presume?
Yes. Yeah, let's play out Angel Woman and
inflict the minus.
The minus.
Okay.
In case you're planning on doing anything else with him this turn.
In case, yeah. We'll play an Ice Wall for 1. So we'll just leave that in play. Oh, man. Megadeth the Ophanimon. And put you to your 3. Oh, and I guess technically suspend the Angelomon. Not that it matters, though.
Unsuspend.
Yep.
Draw for turn. Promote. Lady Devi.
Yep.
Draw 1. Obviously,
Jogress. Yep. Okay.
Draw for the deletion. Then we place 1 yellow purple from your trash on top of your security. Let's do Angel Woman anyway.
Okay.
Put her in here. Search my security.
Yep.
Play out. Oh, sorry. I will tap this for starters.
Yep.
1 3.
So go to 1. Yep.
1. Play
her out.
And then I will delete equal level Digimon. So
yep.
Pop that.
Trashed.
I think I need to swing anyway. Let's swing with Masty.
2 checks on 13.
Yep.
Stingmon, Davis Ken. Okay. And memory passes over to me.
Yep.
I'll go to my 3 automatically. Okay. Draw. Hatch. I guess we gotta go Vmon. Draw. And I mean, yeah, there's literally no other play I can make here. I have to Megadeth the Mastemon. And you'll go to your 3. Grindiest game in history.
Draw for turn. Swing.
Imperial.
I actually forgot that was there.
Yep.
So one of my Digimon was deleted, so I'll gain a memory. Oh, I think you've got it.
Depends on the security. It depends on the security, Pete. I don't want to lose to a Chaos D in there, but if that's the way it's got to be, that's the way it's got to be.
If I could gain one more memory, I'd have this right here, right now. Bugger. Angelwoman. Past you.
Angelwoman. On 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, draw one of my last few cards. Promote. I'll gain 2 memory from both the Davis and Kens. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I lose if that's a Chaos D insecurity, so I guess I got to go for it. Okay, well, go into XVmon for 2. Draw my last card. I will not lose this turn by deck out. It has to be the start of the next. Play the Stingmon for 3. We will have to Jogris, I guess, because it doesn't matter one way or another. We'll go into Pyldramon, no draw. It'll bottom deck the Angelwoman. That's why not. Swing, jamming, and unsuspend.
Swing jam.
Chaos degradation. Yep.
14.
Swing for game. Oh.
All good things must come to an end, and considering how bittersweet I'm feeling today, this was definitely a good thing. I kept putting off Masty for fear of not playing it correctly, and while I am very sure I made some mistakes, Kevin played around us quite masterfully this episode, and I've got to hand it to him. He deserves this win, not just this week, but overall. Honestly, Kevin, well played. I have had such a good time, from the games themselves to some insanely good pools, and from the support you guys have given me in the comments. Sealed Only has been my primary outlet for Digimon in the last few months, and I'm going to miss this series greatly. But rest assured that Kevin and I are not done in the digital world. Kevin has actually started a dedicated Digimon channel that you guys should all go and check out. I will make sure to link it here and in the description below. He's got some great videos already. And I've got a few things in the pipeline. But before then, hey, it's summer. I'm going to take a well-earned break and enjoy myself. Thank you to everyone again who's been along for the ride. We've had some ups, some downs, but, you know, it's been great. And I guess finally, there's only one thing to say. Until next time, keep cracking packs, Digidestined.